Psychologists often want to know whether two or more phenomena are related, and if so, how strongly. To find out, they often calculate correlations. A correlation is a statistical measure of the extent to which two factors are associated. These factors are called variables because they can vary in quantifiable ways. Age, education, weight, grade point average, socioeconomic status, income, IQ scores. Anything that can be measured is a variable. A positive correlation means that high values of one variable are associated with high values of the other, and that low values of one variable are associated with low values of the other. So, a positive correlation exists when the two variables increase or decrease together. That is, they vary in the same direction. For example, height and weight are positively correlated, and so are exercise and longevity, and intelligence test scores and grade point average. A negative correlation means that high values of one variable are associated with low values of the other. So, a negative correlation exists when an increase in one variable is accompanied by a decrease in the other, and vice versa. The association between shyness and friendships is in a negative direction, for example. In a social psychology experiment, psychologists Bibb Latan and John Darley discovered that when someone needs help, the greater the number of bystanders, the less likely it is that any one of them will come forward to offer to help. So, an increase in group size is linked with bystander intervention in a negative direction. A zero correlation means that two variables are unrelated. If there is no relationship between two variables, they are uncorrelated. For instance, the relationship between college grades and hair color is probably zero. Your college grades tell us nothing about the color of your hair, nor does the color of your hair provide any information about your college grades. A scatter plot is a graph on which scores for two variables are plotted as single points to reveal the direction and strength of their correlation. When the scores of several research participants have been plotted in this way, the pattern of dots tells if the two characteristics are in any way correlated with each other. For example, suppose the heights and weights of 20 students in one of your classes is shown here. If we showed each person's height and weight as a single dot on a graph, we would have a scatter plot showing the relationship between heights and weights. Let's take a look at various scatter plots to see how the direction and strength of a correlation is represented in the scatter plot. This plot shows a positive correlation. This plot shows a negative correlation. This plot shows no correlation at all.